Hello and welcome to News Up Developing Stories on Osrc Television. I am Obi Chukwemeka Oti. Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation Osrc Media Group is 50 years. The Osrc Media Group, owner of Osrc Television, Orange 94.5 FM and Sunshine 96.5 FM Alalaye, is celebrating its golden jubilee with a lecture and award ceremony honoring 5 decades as a media powerhouse. The event, themed honoring the past, celebrating the present, embracing the future, kicks off by noon today at the International Conference and Event Center, the Dome in Akure. Hosted by the Director General, Chief Executive of Osrc, Kenneth Udishola Stevenson, the event will feature a lecture by Professor Femi Mimiko on the intersection of politics, governance and development, and what Nigeria ought to do, the Osrc Media Agency. The Ondo State Governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, is the special guest of honor, while the chairman of the occasion is Tunde Imolein. The Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation was established in July 1976 amid Ondo State's creation from the old western state. Established by edict as the first state radio station, initially as Ondo State Broadcasting Corporation (OSBC), it inherited operations from the defunct Western Nigeria Broadcasting Service, launching at Okeda, Alagbaka, Akure, with pioneers like Ayo Ogunlade as general manager. This month's edition of Environmental Sanitation Exercise will hold across Ondo State tomorrow. A statement by the General Manager, Ondo State Waste Management Authority, Mr. Adekunle Olajubu, said there will be restriction of human and vehicular movement between the hours of 7 and 10 in the morning. He urged residents to use the period to clean their surroundings and avoid violating environmental laws. Mr. Olajubu insisted that anyone found engaging in other activities during the environmental hour will be arrested and charged to court. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has brought forward the dates for the 2027 general elections following the enactment of a new electoral act. In a statement by its spokesperson, Mohammed Haruna, INEC said the 2027 presidential and National Assembly elections will now hold on 16th January 2027, while governorship and state houses of assembly elections have been rescheduled to 6th February 2027. INEC said the adjustment became necessary after the repeal of the 2022 law and the enactment of the Electoral Act 2026, which introduced changes to statutory timelines for pre-election and electoral activities. The Commission has also reviewed the timeline of activities for the 2027 elections. It has also rescheduled the Osun State governorship elections, which was initially slated for 8 August to Saturday, 15th August. The federal government has reaffirmed commitment to the creation of state police, declaring that Nigeria is ready for decentralized policing as soon as the necessary legal framework is in place. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, made this known during a courtesy visit by the Center for Crisis Communication, led by its chairman, Major General Chris Olukolade, retired, at the ministry's headquarters in Abuja. Idris said decentralized policing has become imperative in tackling Nigeria's evolving security challenges. The minister revealed that the president had already appealed to the National Assembly to enact the appropriate legislation to pave the way for the establishment of state police. He noted that strengthening Nigeria's internal security framework must go hand in hand with reinforcing national communication systems, especially in a digital era where information spreads rapidly and shapes public perception during crisis. Now to Ekiti State, where operatives of the Amotekun Corps have arrested 5 suspected gunmen shortly after their arrival in the state. The Amotekun State Communications Officer Adele Adewale confirmed that the suspects were apprehended in Ekiti West local government area with arms and other items recovered from them. Adewale stated that the suspects, who reportedly hail from the northern region of the country, were arrested at Itawure upon alighting from a vehicle. Adewale added that upon interrogation, the suspect claimed to be farmers but failed to provide any evidence to substantiate their claims. In another development, the Bauchi State Police Command has announced the deployment of massive security personnel and enhanced weaponry to trouble communities in a renewed effort to curb banditry and prevent any breakdown of law and order. Speaking during a press briefing, the police public relations officer, Nafiu Habib, said the move followed a recent resurgence of security concerns in Guana, Digare, and Kafing Doguri, all located in Al-Kaliri local government area. Habib explained that the deployment was carried out through joint operations involving the police, the military, the Department of State Services, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and other security agencies. According to him, the collaborative effort of security agencies supported by the Bauchi state government are already yielding positive results. He reassured residents of Mansour town, who reportedly fled their homes over fears of attacks, that the security situation remains under control. The Senate has urged the federal government to return to the old payment system that allowed ministries, departments, and agencies to pay contractors directly, saying the current centralized arrangement is flawed. The call was made by the Senate Committee on Finance during an interactive session with the federal government's economic management team, led by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edu. Chairman of the committee, Sani Misa, said submissions made by heads of agencies during ongoing budget defense sessions show that envelope system of budgeting has failed and needs to be replaced by priority-based models. He said the centralized system of payment, which has led to many contractors remaining unpaid for projects already executed, should be replaced with the old system, which allows the various MDAs to pay contractors they gave jobs to. Musa also stressed the need to return to a strict annual budget cycle. In the meantime, the federal government has intensified efforts to democratize access to consumer credit with the inauguration of the board of the Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporation, Credit Corps. Speaking at the Presidential Villa Abuja, Vice President Kashim Shettima said Credit Corps is established to develop a trusted credit infrastructure, inject capital to reduce borrowing costs, and dismantle long-standing cultural resistance to responsible credit use. According to the Vice President, improving the quality of life for Nigerians requires closing the gap between access to capital and human dignity. Shettima disclosed that within its first year of operations, Credit Corps has disbursed over 37 billion naira in consumer credit to more than 200,000 Nigerians, with more than half of the beneficiaries accessing formal credit for the first time. And that's Developing Stories. Many thanks for watching. Join us again as midday for World at Noon. Good morning.